Koholo Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Yahushai Rocha Kodash. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your servant Yashar with an epistle. Uganda scraps controversial anti-pornography miniskirt law. And you know the word pornography, porno goes into the word prostitutes, and graphy goes into the word filming of. So filming of prostitutes. Uganda's constitutional court is scrapping a controversial anti-pornography law whose provisions included a ban on wearing miniskirts in public in a decision held by women's rights campaigners. Need I say any more as soon as I read women's rights campaigners and miniskirts in public, man? Because Uganda, you have a lot of Israelites that live in Uganda, man. Alright, so let's continue. The judgment on Tuesday said that the 2014 legislation, which had been dubbed the anti-miniskirt law, was inconsistent with or in contravention of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. That goes to show you that all these man-made constitutions, they can't put a candle, they can't put a light to the 613. If this world was run by the 613, this wouldn't even be a story. In fact, this little lady right here would probably have been put to death. But continuing on, sections of the Anti-Pornography Act are hereby declared null and void. Justice Frederick Uganda Tende, hyphenated last name, said in Monday's ruling, which also struck down the powers of a 9-member committee tasked with enforcing the law. Damn. The legislation criminalized any activity deemed pornographic, from wearing short skirts to writing risk songs. You know, like I'm not even gonna attempt to make an example, but y'all know that risk shit. And led to increased public harassment of women who wore clothing considered too revealing. So, do you see how this sounds like Esau Edom, which is the biblical nationality of the so-called white man in modern-day terms? Do you see how he's invaded, how truly Job 9:24 this world is? In the kingdom to come, we're not going to have women in short skirts. They're going to be covered the fuck up. Even more elegantly than, them Arabs and shit, who, by the way, got that from Israel. There's not going to be risk songs like I fucked her and then after that I filmed myself fucking. Like, no. And the increased public harassment of women, that's a good thing. But in this backwards society, that got shot down. In 2014, Ugandan pop star Jemima Kansaimi was arrested for performing in a music video that showed her in her underwear. What kind of message is that sending to your fellow people, man? You know what I mean? So, you see how masculine laws get shot down by feminism? Because it says right here, hailed by women's rights campaigners. A woman's rights, man? Oh. In a music video that showed her underwear, currently on trial, she faces up to 10 years in jail, although the future of the case is unclear because of the new ruling. And then you have a whole bunch of bullshit. So we got the main gist of it, man. It's a sad thing, but understandable when you realize how wicked the world truly is. So let's get the script. So this is 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Does this look modest? Hell no, this don't look modest. And she has the whole one eye symbol to show you how she gets down and who she's down with the most exotic weaves that money could buy. Like, that's disgusting to look at. I'm actually disgusted. With modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety. Does she look shamefaced to you? No. Do the women that run around prancing in miniskirts, is that shamefaced? No. Is that modest apparel? No. You got the booty shorts, as Uncle Ruckus with the thongs, and that's what y'all seen Boondocks. But yeah, they got it all showing because literally they're Babylonians. So it says here, and sobriety, right? Ultimately, not drunk off the philosophies of the world, but this animal is drunk off the philosophies of the world, because how depraved do you have to be spiritually to want to be a pop star? Exactly. Not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array. And the array that this woman has, or this thing I should say, it probably costs more than everything I own combined, times 7. You know what I'm saying? Likely she is a Judite, so you know with Judah, you get the head of everything, and the unfortunate part about that is you get also the head of wickedness. This is literally a creature from the depths of wickedness, spawned in human form. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, or to some it's known as Sirach, chapter 25, verse 19, the church book. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. So let's take that in. What's one example of that? 18 years, she had you for 18 years to find out it wasn't his, or some bullshit. Remember that Kanye West line? And Gold Digger? That's one example. A woman will cook for you and put droplets of period blood in your food unbeknownst to you. Women will lie, women will cheat, women will do all the mind tricks. Remember what King Solomon said, and I find more bitter the woman whose heart is as snares and traps. Roughly paraphrasing, but you get the point. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And this is what happened to this one. She had the portion of a sinner 10 years, but she'll probably be freed and shit, and she'll probably be even worse than before she got in there, because now she has them prison connects, and maybe has some more clout, and also she's probably gonna look at as like a, what the fuck are they called, like a symbol, like how George Floyd became like the face of BLM. Well, this chick is probably gonna become the face of this new law, and it's just mind-boggling how the wrong people are exemplified and then the right people are cast down. But the scriptures talk about this, so it's really not that surprising. So we'll end it off with Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long will thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh Shemeshai hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. A woman shall compass a man. What's one example of that? You're in the world, you marry a bitch, you get the bitch pregnant, you go through the whole 9 months of that experience. Y'all are good for a year or two, find out y'all never really loved each other, y'all divorce, and guess what? You gotta pay child support, you gotta fucking do this, you gotta do that, and then after everything's said and done, you're committing suicide. While she's fucking on some next nigga, spending all yo cash, right? It's like, and then you have feminism movements. Like, you could say, wow, your eyes shine almost like the sun. in the Caribbean. And she can report you for that. Like, how fucked is that, man? Like, you can't even say how you feel. You can't even be a man. You can't just go up and just step to her. You gotta be thinking about, shit, man, if I'm too aggressive, Popo's gonna be on my ass and I'm gonna, you know what I mean? It's like, damn. That's why, thankfully, you have the elder apostles that tell us, man, it's best not to deal with the woman, in the words of Apostle Paul. But not every brother can have that type of spirit, right? But that just goes to show you how sad this world truly is, and why we must have the return of Yahushua HaMashiach. And also, Yahweh's going to be in the cut too, right? Because he's going to be in the form of the nuclear missiles. He's going to guide them to hit their targets. Does it not say in scripture that Yahweh Bashar is a consuming fire? So, yes, this is disgusting, but at the same time, in Job 9:24 world, you kind of expect these kind of things. But still, nonetheless, like, it's just disappointing, you know what I mean? Because who we're going to become in the kingdom and who we are now in these chains of darkness, it's going to be literally night and day. So with that, I hope you all were edified. Shalom.